I'm Tori, and we're here today to do a first inaugural episode. Is that what you say? Inaugural?
You're not getting elected president.
First ever?
First episode?
First ever episode. I feel like I need an
There's going to be an
exciting
inaugural
word.
ball afterwards. We're going to have a dance.
So what we're going to be doing in these episodes is having some kind of beverage. This happens to be coffee, because it's morning on a Sunday here, and you got to have coffee.
A latte.
A latte that he made. It's amazing. Very good. This happens to be coffee, but we also drink a lot of tea. Hot, cold, whatever. I also drink cold coffee. This coffee is, what is this?
This is Trader Joe's Wake Up Blend. It is one of our favorite latte making coffees because it's very inexpensive, but it is very tasty with steamed soy milk. So $7 for a pound.
It's a lot of good coffee. We're vegan, so we do soy milk. We also do almond milk and other things, but it's good with soy milk. So we're going to be talking about the beverage we're drinking. I'm also going to be talking about the art supplies I will be using to do the drawing that I will do at the end of this. And I'm going to be drawing, one of my favorite things to draw is cups of coffee, or whatever beverage I'm drinking, which I know is kind of a weird thing, but they turn out kind of fun. And I think it would be neat to have a bunch of different beverage drawings. So I'm going to be doing that. And then we'll also be talking about different art books or new sketchbooks or anything else that kind of comes to mind as we do these episodes. So let's get going.
Okay, go.
Okay, I'm going. The first book we're going to be talking about is something that I backed as a Kickstarter, and it is Justin Hillgrove's Imps and Monsters. This is a big, honking book.
What would it look like if you took the slipcover off? It's really hard to see with that gray slipcover.
Ooh, it's colorful.
There we go.
Look at that.
Awesome.
Does it need sounds?
Yeah, sound effects are always good.
Woo. Justin Hillgrove, I've been following him for a while. He has a website. You can see that in the show notes below. And I love his art. It's so much fun. And I ran into him at Gen Con in 2007. We actually bought one of his original pieces. There we go. We have a little bat guy. I guess that would be a monster. Or
It's a bloodsucker.
It's a
bloodsucker. It says right on the
bloodsucker.
back, 2007. Justin Hillgrove, bloodsucker.
Awesome. So this represents 10 years of his art, which I thought it was an awesome thing on Kickstarter. Hopefully he'll put it out for purchase. The general public, it looks like there's a retail and barcode on the back, so I'm guessing that it's headed for stores most likely.
Yeah.
But just to give you kind of a quick preview, it starts in the beginning. He started drawing in 2005 and doing
the
this.
bloodsucker guy's in there anywhere.
Oh, I don't know. Doing this series. I think I remember seeing this guy.
I saw the cat. I remember the cat.
Yeah. So it starts at the beginning in 2005, and it kind of goes through. Oh, that's a neat one.
Mm-hmm.
Robots.
Love me some robots.
It's funny that we just turned to that. It goes through his progression of art all the way up to 2015. So it's very cool. I love seeing how artists progress and how their style changes over time. So go hit his website, check that out. It's awesome. Very inspiring. The notebook that I will be doing my drawing in is actually one I just picked up at the art store yesterday. I went out with an art friend of mine, and it's a Denik. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right.
I've never even seen that brand before. It looks like Denik.
Denik. What's really cool is when you buy these sketchbooks, they also have lined journals. You are helping to support the arts in schools and support artists because they pay the artists for the artwork that goes on the front. So let's see what this one is. This is a really awesome octopus. And then money goes to this artist, so you're supporting artists, and money goes to schools. I think I already just said that, but it's very important.
Worth saying.
Hear it twice. And the paper in here is white. It looks really nice, and I'm excited to work in it. We got a little art on the inside too.
Smooth.
So I will put, I'm assuming they have a website for this. Yeah, I'll put the link to this in the show notes below as well. And then I will be using graphic liner Ohto pens. These are new. I got these off Massdrop, which is a site that you can get kind of a joint buy on art supplies or pens or a bunch of cool stuff. They also have like random things like knives and things. I'm not sure what that's about. But I get some fun art supplies off of there, and you get them at a discounted price because you go in with a big group to buy a mass quantity of them. So I got these off there. You can also get them on jet pens. But what's really cool about them is they have a steel tip nib. Probably can't see that, but it's steel tip instead of felt tip. But they're also archival ink, India ink, so you can use them in mixed media, especially, which I do a lot, and you don't wear down that felt tip nib, which I do very quickly. I go through Faber-Castell pens like water.
Yeah, we have a special trash can just for the dead ones.
I kind of cut off the tips though, and then I keep using them to make them sharp again. But you can only do that so many times, or you just have a nub. Anyway, these are awesome steel tips. You don't wear them down as fast. I'll be using those, and I'll probably be using some kind of water-soluble material. So once I figure out whether I'm going to use watercolor or some kind of marker or pen, I'll put those in the show notes too. So I will be showing my finished sketch at the end, but let's have some coffee. What's this taste like?
It tastes like really good coffee. It's just sort of a medium body roast. I forget what kind of beans, Arabica probably. Yep, 100% Arabica.
Arabica?
Arabica? I don't know. I've read it a lot. I've never had to pronounce it.
The internet makes you pronounce things.
Yes, it does. Wake up to the smell and aroma of these glorious beans. We do this. We wake up to the smell and aroma of these glorious beans most days. We also use Trader Joe's vanilla soy milk to froth for the latte. So tasty. Cheers.
It's warm and kind of creamy, and I don't know, like nutty or like hazelnuts. It tastes hazelnut like.
Yeah. What it doesn't taste like is burnt coffee beans, which I like.
You like burnt coffee beans?
No, I don't. I like that this does not taste like burnt coffee beans.
I was gonna say, because you could just go to
a place that specializes in that.
Burnt coffee beans. Yeah. We don't need to say who it is.
Don't go there.
All right. Well, I think it's also kind of fun to cover like what you're doing artistically, which is you do a lot. He edits my videos and helps me shoot and plan them. You've been doing video production for how long? Since you were an infant?
Since cameras were made of rocks, yes. Long time.
That's awesome. Like
since there was actually film in a camera that came down and exposed itself. Since way back then. I actually cut film together and glued it together to make films.
You're lying.
I am not lying.
Okay, a long time.
That was a long time ago. I was in college then.
We're making this video on the iPhone right now. We're not gluing film
I'm not going to glue my iPhone together.
So you have been doing a 366-day challenge along with me.
She made me do it.
I did.
So yeah, I doodle about.
Why don't you show your favorite?
Well, one of my favorite techniques I just learned, and honestly I need to look up the guy. I saw this on Gumroad, a video I purchased from, I can't remember the name. I'll put it in the show notes because it's an awesome technique. He showed a method for using these high-tech or Uni-ball Signo pens. These are like 0.35, 0.25 millimeter pens, which I love. But you lay down the ink, and then you can go back with a water brush and sort of start blending the ink. And once I saw that, I was like, oh, because I love the pens, but getting a little more depth to the drawing
sounds nice too.
Is kind of difficult. There's some Ohto work there. There's a little more refined blending. But yeah, that technique it's just an awesome idea, and once these let's see, the high-techs you can buy in colors, so you can actually lay down a bunch of different colors and use the water brush to blend them. According to the guy in this video though, you want to buy the ones from Japan. The ones they sell in the States are not as good for this for some reason.
Interesting.
So yeah,
That's
I'm
very
about
cool.
5 days behind on my book, but I catch up.
Well, we will put the Instagram link to both of our 366-day challenges in the show notes as well. So that's awesome, though. That's a cool technique.
Yeah, I'll find the name of the artist. I'm sorry that it escapes me.
It's funny that, because I think when you started that and you were kind of working through some pens and some supplies and you smeared some stuff accidentally.
Yeah, I would drag my hand through the drawing
And you'd be
all the
like,
time.
oh, smeared it. So now you're smearing it intentionally.
Yeah.
You've come a long way.
Yeah.
That's awesome. All right, anything else you want to share?
Mm.
All right. Go find some coffee, Trader Joe's, whatever, and do some drawing. Keep watching and you'll see the drawing I do at the end. And thanks so much. Check out the links and we'll see you next time.